hope you've got your hat on, your helmet, because we're right underneath a cliff here, and it's actually the perfect place to talk about how oil and gas forms. Callum, can you talk us through that process?
Yeah, sure, Shelley. So the process of forming oil and gas is quite a long story, millions and millions of years, since the dinosaurs are around, and it all kind of starts with plate tectonics. And now plate tectonics is what's related to the Earth moving around, causing earthquakes and volcanoes, but it's also really important for oil and gas, and for us it comes down to making a hole in the ground. So the first part is that plate tectonics come along and they make a big hole that we can now put all the rocks that we want to put into in place. And so the first rock to put in is a source rock, black rock normally, and this is in the Taranaki Basin. The case is it's a carbonaceous rock, coals, and these are formed by big puddles or massive swamps that have got lots of vegetation in them, trees and ferns and algae and things that are all sort of growing there really well, and then they're dying and getting buried and turned into coal. So they get buried a bit, and then on top of them we need a sand to come along, normally from the beach coming in. So as the basin is infilling and getting deeper, the sea starts to come in. And when the sea comes in, the sand comes in, and we get a nice big body of sand like we've got here behind us, the Mount Messenger, this big brown sand, and it comes over the top of these coaly rocks. And then what we need is for the sea to get even deeper, so we get a nice grey mudstone coming over. And the grey mudstone is really good because it stops any oil coming back up through it. And then what we need is plate tectonics to come again into play and create a structure for us. So the plate tectonics comes along, and you got two flat rocks, and you push and you push and you push, and you get like a bit of a dome going on. Inside that dome is where we're going to be able to get all the oil and gas trapped in the sandstone underneath our mudstone, our cap rock. And then what you need is somebody to come along and look for it and produce it. And so we're here today because, one, you got really, really good outcrops of nice rocks, and two, these rocks are actually being produced from. So where our ambassadors are here on the map is showing us in Tongapurutu and where the Mount Messenger outcrops. When you go further south down here towards Mount Taranaki, in the little town of Stratford, there's a production station called Cheel, and at this Cheel production station they're producing really nice oil and a little bit of gas, and that's coming out of these same sandstones that are buried all the way down there. So when you're over here, the sandstones are dipping into the ground and getting buried deeper and deeper and deeper, and that's really where they're looking for. So that's how oil and gas is formed, Shelley.
Okay, so we've got our sedimentary rock, it's buried, it's cooked, put under pressure, and then of course it appears in places like this, and later on it can be produced so that we've got oil and gas for energy.